Quasidb weekly forecast video for the week beginning the 9th of August 2021. Going to start at the bubbles. There's a little bit of misbehavior on the Kiwi, the New Zealand dollar, and a little bit of misbehavior on CAD and probably pound as well, to be honest. So what we should see large bubbles down here because retail guys are short. Okay, because they're short, price should go up. Right, and now because they're small, it tells us that the retail guys are getting paid on pound and CAD. Okay, and they're long Kiwi, and yet the bubble's large, so they're getting paid on Kiwi. All right, so dynamically, this is them guys going long, this is them guys going short, and because they're selling it, price should come up. Because they're buying it, price should come down. So a little bit of misbehavior and naughtiness there, and a little bit of naughtiness there. The yen was the strongest just about half an hour ago, so there has been some shifting now. So what we should see is CAD get a little bit larger, Kiwi should get a little bit smaller, but it could just be payday, and that's the trouble. So we have to be careful. Aussie is strong sell, and these are strong buy. So this is mixed. This is mixed. So it's just Aussie really, and Aussie USD would be a good short, but we'd want that to be a bit smaller just to confirm, the sentiment. So that's that. So a little bit of naughtiness there, a bit of retail payday so far. Let's have a look. So we're going to do Dixie quickly. I'm going to zip through these. So we have resistance at the median line here, and we got the shift channel resistance and the bearish ABCD on the hourly. So what I'm expecting is price to come down to the 61.8 at 92.43, and then we're going to be by the dip. So then I think we'll see the breakout of the shift channel, and we will need to break this at 93, 92, 99, so 93 area. So down, just to absorb some positions and to screw around with the retail guys, and then we'll rally, and it will confuse the hell out of those guys, and it will potentially break this channel, and that'll be quite bullish because the pitchfork is ascending, but we need to break this harmonic. So it's going to scoop up a lot of positions, and no doubt take a lot of stops, and then we're going to rally, and then we could have some resistance up here on the median line again, and then we'll just repeat, and it's going to zigzag. But fundamentally, I think the Dixie is going to be in a good place because the Fed are becoming more hawkish over time. So, and they are going to be the first central bank to taper, or maybe potentially Kiwi. There could have been a little bit of rumor out. I didn't see anything, but the Royal Bank of New Zealand are apparently going to taper, but whether or not they will, it remains to be seen. So that could explain some of the Kiwi bubble that is performing well, and yet the retail guys are getting paid, so they could be onto a good one. So that's a bit of a speculation there. It's quite tricky. So that's the Dixie. This is what I think is going to happen. Down and then rally, and then we're going to hit resistance, and then we could hit the top of the channel. We'll just do that. Remember, this is the euro weighted dollar index. So Aussie, yen, bearish 4-point continuation. So it needs to break out of this range and then have like a normal harmonic, but it's just, not really behaving normal like the price mechanism. So you can see the 4-point continuation. It doesn't know what it wants to do. So that would be, so the X, A, B, C, and then D up here. So if you see what I mean, so it doesn't quite know what to do. Something like that, for example. See, and then it might do this, but at the moment it's like a bit confused. But so we are a buy, and your monthly pivots here at 81.52, and we are below monthly pivot, so we're technically bearish, and we've got a bearish pattern as well. But it's a bit of a strange one, really. But yeah, so below monthly pivot, so you're technically bearish, and or we're buying the sentiment, and it's sideways in the dynamic. AU, monthly pivots up there, remember, we are a sell, and the SLC below is very large, 72, 78, one above is 74.95. Now if we go back to my Dixie chart, that's going to fall, and so this could do well, and will probably come up and maybe test the monthly pivot, and it will fall. So this SLC could be safe because the dollar index is looking a little bit bearish, and especially if we're going to be risk on. I made an indices video which we might potentially be a little bit risk off today because the retail guys are going long on the S&P. So, you know, we'll just have to wait and see. It's going to be a tricky day today, I think. So we are a sell sentimentally, and we're a sell because we're below monthly pivot. But descending pitchfork and a bearish harmonic as well. They're your levels there. We've got a confluence of support here at 73.45. EA, SLC below 159.50. Oh, miles away. Where is it? Oh no, it's just obscured. There. 16024. We are a sell, and they went long, so that's that move there. EU. One above. 118.40. 117.40. 100 pips away. There's your monthly pivot, and we're in a descending pitchfork as well. But we've got the shift channel support there. So it came very close to hitting that support there. It's 2 pips, I think. That came very close. About 5 pips away from getting that support. Below that would have been quite bearish. Then we would just target one of these monthly supports, and then break MS2, we get to MS3. Break that, and we'll get to the median line. So 115, we're back there again. So that's where I think we're going to end up ultimately, because Dixie's going to break the shift channel. So we just have to be a bit patient. It's going to probably zigzag a lot this week, and it'll be frustrating. Or, you know, we'll have to wait and see. A bit of patience. Pound USD, one above, 1.4, dead on the round number. 138.48, we are a buy. And they went long ever so slightly. The monthly pivots there. Okay, so monthly pivot is 138.18, so keep an eye on that. NU, so we have a little bit of resistance on the 38.2, 70.25. So there's your median line there, and that hits the SLC at 70.75. SLC below is below monthly pivot at 69.77. So hitting that technical resistance, and we know that the Kiwi is should be falling, and we know the dollar is strong buy, Kiwi is strong sell, so that would agree in a short position with a tight stop. But perhaps you could wait for the monthly pivot break, 69.85. Yeah, it's tricky. Euro yen, one above is 130 on the round number. 129.37, monthly pivots there at 130.40, and we are a buy, and it's quite sideways, descending pitchfork as well. We might come down to MS1, 128.37. Pound yen, breaking the pitchfork, I think we're close anyway, 152.84, we're 152.86 now. SLC above is 153.50, one below 152.60. We are a buy, and they sold it, so that agrees with the high level. They sold it there, so it came up. We've got a bullish ABCD as well. Dollar yen, monthly pivot is 110.13. We're 110.13 now, so it's going to be a critical level, I think, this week, and especially today. Could have a big impact on gold as well. Probably eyes on this monthly pivot for you, Jay. I think we are a buy, and they shorted it in a big way. 110.35, 110.04 on a CAD, one above, 125.87, 125.45. Yep, we are a sell. They shorted. There's a disagreement there between the high level and the dynamic. Monthly pivots at 125.24. This was the largest mover on the sentiment, and this was the biggest mover. So they really sold it right here. So we should be pushing up because they sold it so so heavily. SLC above 91.75, 91.29. There's your monthly pivot, and we've broken pitchfork as well. So that's bullish. That's bullish. That's bullish. But this isn't bullish. That needs to flip over below 50%, and then so that would tick all the boxes. So MR1 is at 92.04, so that could be a barrier. We've got a diagonal resistance here, so it could have some resistance up here potentially, but I think we'll probably get the stop loss cluster. That's 25 pips away, so that's close as well. I've covered gold already. Just keep an eye on 1762, 1764 area, and I'm going to do the crypto video now, which it's good because that's now moving higher, so thank God for that. So yeah, hopefully it helped. Let me know if you need any videos, any charts, and I'll get on to that. And so I'll do the crypto one now.